I think I just instantly, like, the second I saw her name come up on the page, I was like, oh, I don't know. I had just a special connection to her. And I was like, there's no way I'm not booking that part. I was like, I'm going to do anything I can to be on that set and play this role because I loved her so much.
We need to hide. Why? Because it's coming.
Emily, how would you describe the atmosphere on set in Teacup? Because especially the series mixes suspense, drama, and intimate character moments.
I think the atmosphere is very mysterious at the top of the story. I remember reading the first script and going, I need to read more. What is happening? There's so much going on and yet so little answers. So yeah, I think the base of it, the start of it is so mysterious, so suspenseful, like you said. And I love that it's rooted in those very grounded characters and with all the family drama. So there's a lot going on for those people. I have a lot of empathy for them.
Yeah, there's a lot of happening, and I mean, you hook up since the very first episode.
Yeah.
So, what was it about Meryl Chenoweth that drew you to the character and made you want to bring her to life in Teacup?
I think how real she felt to me. I'm always looking like, because I was slightly older than the character, so I was 19 when we shot the show, and the character is 16, 17. But I'm always looking for young characters that are portrayed in like a real way, in a way that's true to life, and in a way that's not trying to make them something they're not. They can be strong, they can be fierce, they can be brave, but there's this innocence to them. And Ian McCulloch really did a wonderful job at creating like so many different characters that are all extremely rooted in truth. So yeah, I think I just instantly, like, the second I saw her name come up on the page, I was like, oh, I don't know. I had just a special connection to her. And I was like, there's no way I'm not booking that part. I was like, I'm going to do anything I can to be on that set and play this role because I loved her so much. But yeah, I think that really just shows how great of a writer Ian is, and how special what he created was.
Okay, it's a very complex character, like as you already said. It mixes a lot of strength, vulnerability, many emotions. I mean, how did you prepare to portray those layers on the screen?
That's the most fun for me. I love when I get to play something or someone that's not showing everything. I love, like, I call it eye acting, when there's so much going on just in your eyes without you saying much. So that's the most fun I have when I'm acting, and preparing for that consists of, at least for me, I get a journal for my characters and I write as them, and I do a whole timeline. This director that I worked with, her name is Jeanne Leblanc. I worked with her on a French-Canadian movie when I was 15, and we had done this whole timeline of the movie with specific songs attached to specific moments. So I took that on with me, and I brought that to Meryl as well. I created this playlist for her, and I would just find songs that as soon as I would listen to like the first few seconds of it, I felt like I was in her body, and I was able to connect with her more. So there's a lot of like little things like that. Also, just a huge part of it is like being on the set, being in her room, being in her house, and trying to imagine what it feels like to live there. And yeah, I just tried to like really, as much as I could, talk to Ian about who she was and how he wanted her to be, and then he was kind enough to give us a lot of freedom to play around with all of our different characters. I had a blast playing her. It was really, really special to me.
Okay, what do you hope audiences will connect with the most in Meryl's journey throughout the series?
I hope all young people can find themselves in her, with that kind of like temptation to like lead the way and know what to do and be in control of things, but also you're so young and you don't have all the answers sometimes. I hope there's something relatable for all young people in that, but also in the fact that she is smart and she's mature and she's fierce and she's brave and she will stand up for herself and for her family when needed. Yeah, I'm really excited to hear some of the feedback once it premieres, especially from young people, and if they connect to either me or Luciano LaRue's character, Nicholas, or even Arlo. I don't know if little kids should watch this, probably not, but maybe some people will relate to him. Hopefully.
Why not? Okay, this role marks another step in your career. How do you feel Teacup fits into your growth as an actress so far?
I mean, it was such a like turning point for me. It was my first time doing a project in English for that long, because my first language is French, and I learned English over the last 4 years. So this was my first time acting in the States. It's definitely always gonna like mark that turning point for me. I think, I don't know, I'm always looking for stories that are rooted in characters. So, and I felt like that show did that, and everything I've worked on so far, I feel like there's that through line of like, I want to play people that feel real. And whether they're close to me or whether they're completely different from me, I want that to be kind of like the link throughout everything I do. And I think having Meryl kind of like open those like more international doors for me was really special, and I just loved who she was as a person. It was so fun to just like be in her shoes and in her mind for those 5 months in Atlanta. It was really amazing.
Okay. If you could describe Teacup in just 3 words for viewers who haven't watched it yet or maybe read them, which ones would you choose and why?
Let me think on this. Three? That's not a lot of words. Let's do, okay. I would say thrilling. I would say suspenseful. And I will say, I think mysterious is the main thing overall. Because the second you think you know where it's going, it takes you in another direction.
Completely. Finally, say to all the people in Mexico that don't miss Teacup at Universal Plus, please.
Yes, to everyone to everyone in Mexico, please tune in, press play, and enjoy the show Teacup. It will be premiering on October 17th on Universal Plus, and I cannot wait for you guys to meet my Meryl and everyone else.
Thank you a lot, and you do a great job. I mean,
You.
there's a lot of I'm hooked up. I'm very excited that they sent me all the episodes because I'm going to watch it later because I mean I'm very suspenseful.
Yeah, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're enjoying it so far, and like definitely lock in because it goes to some crazy places. I had so much fun doing it, like some of the most challenging things I've ever had to act. So yeah, I'm so happy you're enjoying it and enjoy the rest of it too.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.